So, as you can probably tell, this lick incorporates some open strings. It uses a technique called chicken picking, which is where you combine picked notes with plucked notes. And it also incorporates some muting with the picking hand as well to get some nice note separation. The muting that I'm doing with my picking hand also gives the lick this nice percussive, twangy country sound, which is what I'm going for. And I think that the combination of all of these factors makes the lick sound more melodically complex than it actually is. I mean, just listen to what it would sound like if I fretted every note, avoided using open strings, and used my pick to play every single note. It's a basic ascending run in D Mixolydian, but I am including a note that is not found within D Mixolydian, and that is the flat third of D, the note F, which in this lick is found at fret 6 on the B string. If you want to understand why that note works with Mixolydian in this context, then watch this free lesson here. If you're watching this and you don't know much about music theory, that's okay. Keep watching the video. You can still learn something from studying this lick. But if you get to the end of this and think, actually I would like to study some music theory and become a more confident guitar player, I have courses available on my website that you can check out. It's all linked in the description box beneath the video. So the notes in this lick, in order from low to high, are D, E, F, F sharp, G, A, B, C. So which of those notes could be played as open strings? B, D, E, and G. Literally half of the notes in this lick can be and are played as open strings. So let's break this lick down into parts and look at how those open strings are incorporated. You're going to see a shot of my picking hand, which you will want to pay close attention to, because as the title of this video states, this is a frustrating lick to learn, at least initially, and that is largely down to the fact that we're including those open strings and using this chicken picking technique. Oh, and by the way, big thanks to Tom from Elevated Jam Tracks for allowing me to use his awesome backing tracks on my channel. I actually just met Tom recently at 42 Gear Street number 2 in Germany, and it was just a real pleasure to meet the guy and get to collaborate with him on a track for his channel. I have left links to all of his content in the description box below. Go and check it out. Just to remind you guys, this is what it sounds like with no open strings and no chicken picking. But that's a bit boring, so here's the first part of the lick, the way it should be played. Look at the tab and notation, you'll see an M underneath certain notes. And that means you should pluck those notes with the middle finger of your picking hand. So the first note, the open D string, is plucked. I then downpick the following two notes and pluck the open G string. I then pick the next note and pluck the open B string. Okay, so that was part number 1. The second half of the lick goes like this. It starts at fret 5 on the G string, which you pick and then hammer on to fret 7. Then you pluck the open high E, then pick 6 and hammer on to 7 on the B, pluck fret 5 on the high E, and finish by picking fret 7 on the G string. And now let's hear the full thing, parts 1 and 2 combined. Now, aside from the chicken picking technique, the main thing to focus on is muting with the picking hand. Notice how the position of my picking hand kind of follows the direction of the lick in terms of it starting on the lower strings and ending on the, well, around the high E and B strings. As you can see, it's not a huge movement, but if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be able to mute the notes and there wouldn't be as much note separation as you have heard in the previous times that I've played it. For example. I mean, that didn't sound terrible, but as you can hear, certain notes are ringing out into other notes, which I don't really want. I prefer it when it sounds percussive, muted, and twangy, which is what happens when I mute the strings and kind of follow the direction of the lick from low to high. So that's the lick. Now I'm going to use it in a solo so that you guys can actually hear it in context. And the tab files for this will be available to students of mine at bulletproofguitarplayer.com, linked in the description. Like I said, if you want the tabs for that solo, you can find them at my website, bulletproofguitarplayer.com, linked in the description box below. If you learn this lick and you want to share it with me, please post a video of you playing it to Instagram and be sure to tag me in your post. My Instagram handle is @RossCampbellGuitarist. As always, if you enjoy my free instructional content on YouTube, but you want to go a bit deeper and learn more about my approach to guitar playing, the link to my website is in the description box. Thank you to Fender for supplying me with this awesome Player Series telly for use on my channel. I've really been enjoying playing this thing lately, and I think you guys will agree that it's an awesome sounding telly, especially considering the price point. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned something from it. If you did learn something, then please do me a favor and give it a like. Share it with your guitar playing friends or ones who don't even play guitar, or your granny. I don't care, just really anyone. It helps me out. Click subscribe and that little bell thing as well to be notified of future uploads from me. And I will see you guys in the next one.